It's our 1 year anniversary, boy.
What's up, Otakuans? Thank you for sticking with us. I love it here. I love it here. 1 year
Our
anniversary.
anniversary.
Otakuans.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. No, we're excited. We're definitely excited. It's been 1 year. I mean, I remember the day. I remember the day we started. I'm sitting in the potential baby's room. I'm sitting in the potential baby or the baby's room with this desk that wasn't even in this room yet on my laptop with a shitty camera. I mean, my camera's still shitty. Sorry about that, guys. With a shitty camera and my laptop, barely trying to record, trying to figure out.
Hey, we made
You
it
know,
work. Don't be shitting on us
I
like
mean,
that. It
I'm
was
not
dark
shitting.
as
I'm
shit.
just saying.
I watched the first episode.
No,
That shit was crazy. My room was like hella
yeah.
dark. You're on your yo. Hey,
There's like
we were
nothing
struggling.
behind me. There's nothing.
We were
We're on
struggling.
a we're on a come up. That's how everybody starts.
Yo,
We
now we
definitely
there.
over the past year we've had some really good moments. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we've kind of figured out who we were, and as a podcast, we definitely everybody has room for improvement. We try to deliver our otakuans, you guys. We try to deliver you some funny content, some very controversial content. We try to deliver the best we can for you, especially for those who have stuck with us since day one. And I know a lot of you guys are family and friends, and some of you aren't. We've gotten some brand new subscribers over the last year who said they just found us on TikTok or they found us
Definitely.
on Instagram. And
Thank
we,
you.
you know,
Thank
we,
you.
we love you guys. Like one extra follower, it could be one follower a year, which is which we don't want, but like one extra
I'm okay
follower
with that.
is great. Is great because we just want to reach out. All we wanted to do is reach out to you guys and just
Love up with
just
some anime.
talk,
Love
yeah,
with one of
just
the shit
talk.
that we love to watch, love
Yeah,
to do, love to talk about.
we
We
want
just
you
here to
guys to
talk.
be in here. Yeah, we want you guys to be, a part of us. We want you to feel like you're in the conversation with us. We're definitely making moves. All right. We have a schedule kind of set up for the rest of the year. Me and David had discussed what we're going to be doing this next year, kind of how we're going to make the podcast a little better, how we're going to improve on some of the videos and start bringing out some new content for you guys. So, you'll hopefully you'll stick around and we'll get some more so we can just grow the Otakuan army, as big as we can. And we can gain some haters because that's all we want is fucking haters. And we got one on TikTok. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I hope you watched this episode. We
Yo,
got one on
this nigga
TikTok.
ain't never gonna let you live that one down, bro. Hey,
Let
we
me
just
catch
out here
you on the
giving our
street.
opinion, bro. I don't know what
Let
you
me catch.
thought. We ain't
Yeah,
out here no fucking anime nerd scientists. We just giving our
yeah.
opinion.
Look,
Sometimes you gonna like
no.
it, sometimes you gonna hate it.
I
Fuck
want you to
you.
comment on this YouTube video if you see this. You fucking. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love you. We love our haters. We love everybody, But we're gonna break down kind of the future. What's the future of the Otaku Octagon podcast? First, I hope for some of you guys, and I know David, you've seen some of them, the TikToks, right? We're on
We love
TikTok.
weird TikToks.
If you guys haven't seen, we David's been posting a lot of like clips from the show, but I've started to post just some funny anime TikToks. Of course, I'm on my One Piece binge. We're not going to talk about that right now. Don't come for me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. No, but like I'm on my One Piece binge, so a couple of the first TikToks were about One Piece, but I'm just doing funny templates of anime moments and anime shows, just to kind of get us on the path, just to kind of bring a different side of it, to get on more of the For You page for the anime stuff. If you're not following us on TikTok, same thing, the Otaku Octagon podcast or the Otaku Octagon on TikTok. We will post our clips there. We'll start posting some funny templates of anime and stuff like that. Just kind of, if you're on Anime For You, you see them all the time. I think one of the last ones I posted, if for y'all that have watched One Piece, and I know David, you know the moment when Chopper was left on the altar in
Oh
Skypiea, and I
yeah.
put the Tiger King template where it was like POV, your Chopper left by himself, and he's like, I called for help twice, and not a fuck you,
Fuck
what do
you.
you need, or nothing.
Yo, Chopper
um,
was going through it.
but we're gonna be posting some more funny content on there. So we're trying to make our TikTok and our presence more known across different platforms. So next, upload times. So we're always doing our research, trying to get better. And we also know that sometimes posting our videos on Sundays, like late at night, isn't always the best, and it's not going to immediately pop up. Other videos are going to be dropped like the next morning or so on, and then when you wake up, you're not going to see them. So what we're going to start doing is we're still going to be recording on Sundays, right? But we're going to be uploading between like 2 to 4 on Monday. So our episodes will be dropping Monday early afternoon.
Yeah.
So we're going to schedule those to come out around Monday early afternoon. So you guys, whoever's like either getting off work or maybe even at lunch, you can watch our episode there.
That's true.
So
Lunchtime. Got to think about
yep.
that. So probably like
Yep.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, about 2 o'clock. So if you're getting off work and then you're like, hey, Otaku Octagon podcast, I didn't see it last night, and you see it today. We're gonna be posting on Mondays now. We're still gonna be recording on Sundays, obviously, but it's not like you'll see it unless we do lives, which may be a thing we end up doing, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about here in a second. A little foreshadow, little Frankie foreshadow in here. But upload times. No, David, you've been doing a lot of traveling for your job. I don't know why you have another job. This should be the only job you have. So shame. But he's been doing a lot of traveling. But we're definitely going to try to schedule a lot more sit downs. So a lot more in person podcast episodes, some more unboxings. I know we've probably done like 2 or 3 unboxings, not too many. But we're going to try to schedule some more sit downs, some more unboxings, travel to each other's locations, and actually sit down and have a full bullshit talk, talk about anime, talk about anything, maybe show some stuff we got, which kind of leads me to our next one. So I'm Sally Segue here. RDC World. So if y'all don't know, RDC World is a big anime Comic-Con, or not Comic-Con, but like an anime convention that happens in Texas. We're going to be going down to Texas in July, and we're going to RDC World, the big anime convention, together. We're going to be driving down there all the way from where we are, and we are going to pretty much just show you guys everything there is to know about RDC World. I'm going to be bringing my GoPro down there. We'll probably record some shorts. We'll have some conversations with people.
Definitely got to record some shorts.
We're gonna record some shorts. We'll have some conversations with some people. Try to interview some people. We're gonna make that experience. Ask some controversial questions, right? You see them on TikTok all the time, right? Who's the best? Who wins, Luffy or Naruto? We're gonna just rile people up. I just want to rile people up. Like that's all I want to do is just start
be a big ass troll out there.
I just want to troll people.
I be seeing some funny ass TikToks, but so we definitely gonna have to upload some shit. Maybe have some shit planned out for months and months because we're gonna take some good videos. I promise you that.
Yeah, and for those of y'all just to kind of mention, RDC World is, if you haven't seen like RDC World on TikTok or on YouTube, he's a guy that does like the Anime House. He does just a bunch of anime. Like funny, like whenever I think the one of the first ones I ever watched was whenever your sensei doesn't realize his student is the bad guy, and he's like, "Hey sensei, teach me this trick," and then he like blows the planet. He's like, "You gonna let him do that?" He's like, "He's just learning," and he's like, "No, he's not. He's the bad guy." But
I remember that one.
He does a bunch of funny anime stuff, but he's loaded. And props to you, brother. But he created an anime convention down in Texas. And apparently it's off the hook. It's off the chain. Not to sound like I'm old or anything. Yeah. So I'm gonna be bringing the GoPro. I'm gonna be bringing all the stuff, and we're going to be recording some content for you guys just to kind of get your eyes on appeal to RDC World. Now, rolling into it next, kind of the focus of what we're going to want to be doing later in the year is going to be anime news. So whenever news stories drop, special announcements hit, things like whenever they do the panels. And we talked about this, I think, a few months back whenever Japan did their anime panel, and they said they were going to do one in English. We were going to have some sort of watch party, kind of like get the news and as it's coming in. But we didn't really get to because there was no way we could watch it with English subtitles. Like nobody had it, even though they said they were going to do it. But we want to start covering some more anime news. Whenever things come out, we'll probably drop a short, like a 2 minute, 3 minute kind of thing about what's going on with anime news, what's going on, in the world of anime, what's coming out, what has been canceled, so on and so forth, just to kind of so you guys don't have to read, because we're in a world where people don't read, they listen and they watch. Like so, except for our manga nerds over here, people don't read people don't read no more. Yeah, people don't read it anymore. But we we want to turn our attention to anime news, more focusing on anime reviews. So like just the episode itself, or maybe even the whole season, but just kind of condensed, just our full breakdown. We're still going to have our regular content. We're still going to have our regular the otaku battles. We're still going to have our normal content for our actual seasons, how to drop, so on and so forth. But we want to just break down each episode, or break down the whole season as a whole. And we're also going to get into watch parties. So we're going to find a way. So we were thinking, and we discussed this before, so like Solo Leveling is coming out eventually, maybe in 2030 or something, who knows. But Solo Leveling is eventually going to be coming out. And I think, this is one of the most, just like Jujutsu Kaisen, just like Chainsaw Man, one of the most anticipated animes coming out. And we want to have a watch party with you guys. And this is going into the live. So we might be dropping some lives here pretty soon whenever we do watch parties, to have people come and watch it with us, kind of react to the show itself, and react to some of the big bombs that are dropping out here in the anime community. Yeah. We also are kind of turning our attention, something that David's kind of concocting, something in his mind, for manga reviews. So he wants to do some between light novels and the anime, manga and the anime, because as we know and as we've talked about, there are some discrepancies. We see it all the time in the anime world. We're seeing it right now a little bit in Demon Slayer. Just kind of, we're getting a lot of fan service, but he's going to be breaking down some of the peak differences between the manga and the anime. I wouldn't say necessarily comparing the two. I mean, this is your thing, but not necessarily comparing the two and which is better, but more, hey, this is why this happened in the anime, because they kind of skipped over it from what they said in the manga. Just like we had a conversation earlier about Tanjiro recently getting really, really strong, skipping over the fact that his training with that doll is what really made him strong, but they kind of just glassed over it in the anime. But in the manga, they made it look like they made it more important than we saw it in the anime, as an example. Yeah. So he's going to be doing his manga reviews for you manga nerds out there, and for you manga guys that are like, oh, the anime is nothing like the manga.
All right, relax. for my true fans, my true Otakuans. As you can see, I've been growing my light novel manga collection. So essentially what I want to do is read what we currently have, all the animes that we currently have, read the first, second volume, kind of show the differences, something that you may have missed, maybe some real context clues, like, for example, the whole Demon Slayer, Tanjiro training with the doll thing, point out those differences, but then gradually, as we are reading, move forward, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. Now we're looking forward to what we are going to be seeing, especially when, say, Goblin Slayer comes out with his second season. Now we're talking about, hey, what is it that we are looking forward to? What is it that we are expecting? And how is the anime going to differ in which ways? So that's something I do want to get started. And maybe even Maui would jump on that bandwagon as well with Berserk.
Probably, yeah. I don't see, and that's the thing. I said it's his brainchild. I don't really read a lot of the mangas. I do like to collect them. I haven't been in a little bit. I've been taking care of like family and stuff like that, so I haven't really been buying a lot of mangas and stuff. But I have the Berserk books. I love Berserk. Berserk is something I would 100% take the time to actually read. And I definitely would like to go over some of those key differences between the books and because this is a show. This is an anime and a book series that has some very, very, not very like culturally acceptable things in it. And I'd like to see if anything, if they even took anything out, because in the show it didn't seem like they took shit out. But I'm not specifically looking for that. But I think Berserk is definitely something I probably will read and be going over that at some time in the future. I need to get more. I still only have 2 of them, but I need to keep getting
that's
more.
That's a pretty long book. I'm pretty sure you got plenty of time.
Well, they're also
plenty of time.
They're also like fucking $40-$50 a piece. But anyways, they're getting expensive. Shit. But For our next thing, we are going to probably, I'll say we're going to be coming out with some potential merch. So we're going to come out with maybe some hats and some T-shirts with our Otaku Octagon logo on it
Beanies.
on the front.
Kind of like a hat,
Beanies.
like a beanie.
You
Beanies are
want a
cooler.
beanie?
Get a
Oh,
little
beanies.
beanie.
But we're going to be coming out with some Otaku Octagon shirts, some some beanies, some hats, stuff like that. Trying to just support the show the show out a little bit more. If y'all are interested in that, please let us know. We worked really hard and tried to get our logo really right. So I think it's only the best that we represent that logo. We represent who we are, represent our podcast. Trying to get a couple made. You'll probably see the rough drafts or maybe the finished products at RDC World when we're there. I'm trying to get a couple made for me and David before we go, just so we can, when we're out there recording and like taking videos of people, we can actually
represent for the podcast.
Represent for the podcast and get our names out there. But to kind of wrap it all up for our next year focus, anime reviews, news, more sit downs. Going to be more active on TikTok. Instagram is already pretty popping. We could probably post some of those funny memes there as well. Potential merch and our normal scheduled episodes. Just look for them on Mondays now. They're going to be coming out on Mondays, not on Sunday nights anymore. And I know a lot of people going to bed at Sunday night, so we just thought it'd be better just to do it Monday afternoon. A lot of people again going to bed on Sunday, getting ready for work on Monday. So we really appreciate you guys. Those true ones, those A1s from day one that have been sticking with us since then. Let's try to grow the community. Let's put our name out there, you guys. You are our first army, so put our name out there. Share our podcast, share our YouTube, share our Instagram, share our TikTok. Like, subscribe, comment. We're getting ratioed with these views, and I don't appreciate
Just
it.
Man in ratio.
I mean,
that's where it starts, though, bro. Like, we get the views, and then we get the like. I think what we something that we really need to work on too is telling y'all to like the video. If the first thing you do, like the video, and if you don't like the video by the end of it, unlike the video, that's okay. But like the video, leave a comment, tell us what you do like, tell us what you don't like, even with this video itself. Tell us some things. Maybe you have some ideas, some things you want to see us talk about.
What do you want to see?
Yeah, leave a comment, drop a like, and continue to interact with us so everyone else can also see our videos, because you build that interaction, it's just going to make us more popular so others can see the videos as well.
Maybe one day we'll have the Otaku Octagon anime convention. Well, you never know, because just like RDC World and all these people can everybody started somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like we're trying to get that big. We just want to be out there with you guys, and we want you guys to enjoy the content that we're giving you. We are always going to be who we are. It's never going to change. We are who we are in essence. But if, like he said, if you want to see something, you want to see us do a specific review, you want to see us review a specific manga, you want to see us do something, that's not, dancing with a hula skirt, doing something stupid that has nothing to do with our podcast. Which
don't we still have those TikToks too? We can those, right? We're not going to talk about.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Anyways, but let us know. We love you guys. For those that actually are watching, we really appreciate y'all. Let's make it another great year. 3, 2, 1. All right. So turning points in anime, right? There's specific points, especially during this season, that I know that you've seen in the shows that you're watching that really set off the show for you. We talk about our hotter drops. We do our let's let them cook shows, but even the good ones, even the ones I knew I was going to keep watching, has had some serious turning points, and I actually appreciate these points because for me, it's moving the plot forward, or it's moving the storyline forward. Because anything can take a shit. Like any show on the planet, has the potential to just go downhill, no matter what show it is.
You're definitely right with that one. Honestly, it's like some shows you're just thinking that it's not going to go anywhere. It's like it present a good plot, but it's like, okay, are we ever going to evolve from just that? Like, for example, you have you started the working with the God and the Godless World show yet?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
like
have.
at first it was like the whole thing with we did talk about it with the guy his father killed him, threw him into the
Yeah,
ocean, and it
threw
was
him into
like,
the ocean.
okay, we get it, that's this the
Yeah.
God and he's trying to gather followers. That
Hmm.
premise itself was already like interesting, but it was like,
Right.
are we just gonna watch him gather more followers all season long and then finally
Yeah.
he
Is
fights
that
for
gonna
the
be it?
country? No, this fucking show changed completely. The have you watched the newest episode yet? I don't want to.
I've I have not. You could go ahead. Go
I
ahead
can
and
ruin
say it.
you.
I have not.
I can ruin
I
you.
have not. I have not watched the newest episode.
Uh
I
huh.
think I'm too behind right now.
Okay.
So
So
again, I've been on my One Piece. I watch One Piece literally
yeah,
all
yeah.
fucking day, every day.
I don't.
I'm like I'm 400 deep. You can't be mad at me. You
Oh my
can't be mad
god,
at
you
me.
almost made me cry.
So
But
I've
no,
been
no,
I've been
no.
struggling on my weeklies because of One Piece, thanks to you.
Yo, One Piece
Fuck is
it take over your
fuck's
life,
sake.
bro.
I
I'm
got my
telling you.
notes. I got my notes, by the way. I got
Yeah.
notes in my phone, and I'm updating them constantly.
I don't like the sound of that. But we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. We're gonna have
We'll,
that show.
we'll circle back.
So we knew about how like the main government had like these robots,
Yeah,
androids
with
that they
with
would
the
send out.
eyes
Yeah,
and
that they'll send out to
yeah,
destroy
yeah,
when people get unruly. Well,
yeah.
the
Out of
remember
pocket.
Loki? Like we saw like one scene of the Loki android,
Yeah,
and it was like
yeah.
sitting in
Like just bullshitting.
yeah. So essentially, that Loki one is undercover in the village, acting like a human. I'm not going to ruin which human it is, but we
Okay.
find out that that Loki is about to turn the whole system upside down and declare, you know what, I'm about to be a god, because he finds out that if other people pray to him, he gets stronger. Just like how
So the rules apply to anybody in the world.
I don't know. I don't maybe because they have like powers, but since he like finds that out, he's like, "Fuck this whole system," because we found out the system is
Yeah,
fake. Like it's just like a
of course.
computer telling them to kill people.
All systems are fake, David.
Anyway, I'm not even going to start with you. So we find out like there's a computer running the whole thing, and he's like, "Fuck that! I want to be a god now," and the whole story changes. So now it's a story about watching the main guy that we first got introduced to. She needs to get
Yeah,
more powerful because she has to
right.
go against all those other like androids who are
Yeah.
now trying their hand at being a god. So creating followers, like
Hmm.
it's bro, it's completely different from what I originally thought the show was going to be
That's
about.
good.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that because, especially for so like Hell's Paradise, right? It the show I knew was really good. I knew it was going to be really good. I watched it a bunch of, I watch it every single week. That's something I don't skip. But on this latest episode, which it's funny because again, it's turning point. But I think because we're all on the same track. The turning points are happening around the exact same time. Um, we get to find out that the island is segregated, or not segregated, but separate in multiple different sections.
Yeah.
And then there's these creatures on the island that are pretty much like the angels to the gods. They're like these immortals. Now, when them girls was making out, and then I was like, yeah, damn. And then all of a sudden, when them girls turned into a dude, I was like, well, boy, hey, pause.
Yo, we almost had a new waifu for fucking Mother's Day,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yo,
Yo.
I was like, pause. What? Hold on, no, but like we find out like there's an actual system that's in play on this island with a hierarchy of monsters, and they pretty much know exactly where the elixir is depending on the circle. And it's funny because when we were watching it, it reminded me of the circles from Attack on Titan. So like
Or the
like Wall
walls.
Maria, yeah, Wall
Yeah.
Maria, Wall fucking Rosa, so on and so forth. The center where that mist is where the elixir of life is. But those angels that are on the island, those angels that are like super fucking strong, they will never let a single human leave. It does not matter. Even if you don't even go for the elixir, if you try to leave, because I mean, we did see that before when the two tried to take that boat out.
Yeah.
The little kid that he thought was a boy, but it was a girl. But they took the boat out. Yeah, that was
Why
out
do
of
they
pocket.
always do? You know what? I'm not even
That
gonna
was
get
out of
into that.
pocket.
Like,
Yeah,
just
let's
stop
not. We
doing that
talked
in
about
anime.
it. Just
I don't
stop.
like
Just stop
that.
doing it. Yeah, that's. Anyways, so a moment of silence there, but they will never let them leave. And I think that really changed anime from just a cool little battle royale Hunger
Yeah,
Games
first to get
style
the
anime.
fucking.
Yeah, yeah, it was a Hunger Games style, and I'm all about it. You know me. If a show has great action, I really don't care about a story. But now they're starting to break down the world a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would say it's like mini world building. It's mini world building. They're showing the different layers of the island that you have to get through, and they're actually showing the hierarchy of monsters on the island, which I really appreciated.
But aren't
That
you
I think
concerned?
it's progressing it.
Aren't you
Concerned about
concerned?
what?
They're killing people at the cyclic rate. I mean, like, who's left alive? Like, they
I'm
killed the
okay with
brother.
that.
That shit was fuck. You're okay with like,
You
it's
don't
just gonna
know.
be
You don't
about.
know.
It's just gonna be about
You don't know
him.
if the
And
brother died. You didn't see him die. He was
actually,
thrown
I
into a
actually
pit.
did think about that. I actually did think about like, are
He
they
was
dead?
thrown. He was thrown into a pit.
And everybody else in the pit was already
That
made
was
it to
that shit
fire.
was kind of wild that he cut his that dude cut his body in half and then his shit just was like.
He just regenerated back.
I was like, well,
You think they still
he's broke.
alive?
He's broken. Yeah, I think there will be. They did. So we know anime. We know we anime to us.
Backstory.
Unless it's something weird, we can predict what happens unless you've read it or whatever. But they did a lot of backstory on them. They did backstory on them. They showed them more than any other person. They're doing a lot of the predictable tropes, right? Whenever there's a guy, like they did a little bit of the backstory on the big dude with the sheet on his face. He was going to die.
It was just to explain why he's so fucking strong.
To make him, yeah, to make him more to humanize him to us, like a little bit, to feel sad for him because what they were gonna do is when she cut his head off, she was gonna hold it and be like, "It's okay, you can go to sleep now," whatever. But they did a whole backstory on them. They did a whole fucking, they did all kinds of stuff. So I don't think they are dead, but it's definitely whatever pit that is. I think our main character is gonna find himself in that fucking pit at one point, because this is showing that Gabimaru, the Hollow, is not the strongest motherfucker on this island, and I like when animes do that. I like that they're probably gonna have to come up with some fucking way to figure this out because our main characters are most often than not broken, and then they just win, and it's like okay. But now we find out there's some angels there that might do it, and it's really progressing the story for me, forward for me. So I think this is gonna get a lot better.
I do like the fact that they like explained it a lot more because it became a point where it's like, what the fuck is going on? So definitely, it progressed the story because it kind of told us our focus, and same thing goes for another show. I know that we did talk about watching it. I don't know if you started yet. Summon to a New World for the second time. Where the dude, yeah,
that's the one I can't.
Yes,
I stopped.
Yeah,
I stopped.
It started so weird, and I couldn't because it was moving too quickly. Where he was summoned, he was already there before. He was summoned there again with his whole classmates, and then suddenly he hit the ground running. So, reason why I feel like it was a turning point in the show because already you couldn't quite understand where he was because he moved way too fast. He's here every single episode. But the most recent episode, they actually showed the Demon Lord's army. So he actually met one of the generals on his way to kind of like find the Demon Lord. I guess to have a conversation with him. He doesn't want to kill people, which is really weird to see what he's doing because he doesn't like killing demons or anybody. He kind of like talks them
I stopped
down.
after like the second episode, so I don't remember.
But honestly, with the newest episode, it actually like made me more interested in it because who he fought first, it was like this whole mystery, like, oh, who's the dragon? And I'm sitting here the whole time like, I'm pretty sure she's the dragon, and then they're like, oh, well, why did the dragon leave just you and took all the other villagers? I'm like, y'all do know this is the dragon, right? And they're like, a dragon that strong could probably like shapeshift to a human. Bitch, it's the fucking dragon. And they were like, you're the dragon, aren't you? And then he fucking turned to a dragon. I'm like, okay, it's the fucking dragon. But after they like killed the dragon, like it was like over, and I'm like, okay, it was just another one of those episodes where it's like a conflict arises and then the conflict's taken care of quite quickly, and that's something I didn't like about the show. But then at the end of the show, it showed that the girl who was the dragon, obviously, wasn't dead, and she like came back and she was like, you thought you fucking killed me, right? Like the one who like his what do you call it? His apprentice, his first life around. She's like, you thought you fucking killed me, right? Nah, I'm a fucking general of the army. And it was like, oh, this is what we're watching. This is not some, oh, the hero is just overpowered. He shows up, he fixes the conflict, and he continues to move on at the cyclic rate. No, this is an actual show where the characters have depth. Like that general's depth was deeper than the fucking main character the whole fucking time, and it actually caught my attention. You know what I mean?
I just didn't. So I think I talked about this. I just didn't like the fact that it felt like we were getting filler episodes almost immediately, like when they were like traveling around together, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like,
because there wasn't much going on, and it wasn't like, because he doesn't like killing. I think that was kind of like, he's not really. He's strong, but he doesn't really show him being strong. He just shows up and he's like, I'm here, like, oh my god, you're back. It's been 5 years. But no, I think it's actually like now it's found its focus, and I hope it actually continues to go down this path. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Well, I will say I think one of the biggest I honestly wouldn't say turning points. I think it's definitely a big informational episode, or informative. I'll say that informative episode was the last episode of Demon Slayer. Finding out that Genya is related to the other Hashira, the one with all the scars on his face that stabbed the boxer Nezuko in it. Yeah, he's like, that's his brother going. Going into his backstory, what happened to him. I knew it was his mom. The minute that demon fucking bite, I was like, that's his mom. Everybody's parents are like out here killing each other. Anyway. But going into his backstory, finding out so they didn't say it, but just so y'all know, this man eats demons, like eats demon body parts to get demon powers, and he has like a limited time. Yeah. He has a limited time, but actually seeing that, and he infers to it. He says, "Oh, I only have a limited time with these powers." Like he says, like, "Oh, my time's about to run out." He doesn't have any breathing techniques. He wants to be a Hashira. We get a real softer side of Genya that we've never seen, because he's always such a dick. Like we've never seen him that soft.
Seeing his backstory, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, his backstory was definitely amazing. And then obviously seeing the whole like little mini demon, but I think it's definitely progressing the story forward a little bit more. We know that we're probably going to get Mikoto, I think that's his name, Mikoto's fight next, especially seeing what's going on before that. And I apologize to those of y'all. Like, I'd cry with y'all if y'all don't know what happens. But anyways, but not spoiler, out here. But we definitely get a lot of information.
It's okay.
Yeah. And we definitely get a lot of information in this episode that's moving everything forward. And again, we talked about that it's not necessarily what's happening in the manga. We are getting a lot of fan service right now with a lot of Tanjiro's fighting. But soon we will see the demon's final form. We'll get to see the story progress more. But we're actually getting, which is surprising to me, we're getting some big character development in Demon Slayer right now.
Yeah.
And it's not, Demon Slayer isn't really known for a lot of character development. We get backstories, but I mean, like, we got more of a backstory with fucking Genya than we got with like Zenitsu and fucking Inosuke.
No, that's literally what I wanted to mention. Like, this episode definitely made him more, not just a one-dimensional character. When he actually admitted he can't cut the demon's head off. Like, that was something he had, because you remember, like, his whole interaction with Tanjiro when he was, like, in his whole demon little mode, and Tanjiro was like, hey, it's okay. We're friends. We're on the same team. I love Tanjiro for that shit. He was like, hey, you can have the demon. He's like, are you trying to take him from me? No. You can have the demon.
Go that way. I'll take care of everything else.
That shit was funny, but no, it made him more dimensional when he was like, I can't do it. and I think I don't know, I can't remember if in the anime he said, Tanjiro, I need you to do it. But in the manga he definitely tells Tanjiro, I need you to cut it because I can't do it. And that was like a big deep moment. Okay, so that happened in anime too.
Yeah, in the anime that is literally the personification of character development.
Exactly.
He looked at his face when he had holes all in his body from that fucking staff or
and
whatever.
And then he jumped in front. Like he saves Tanjiro by using his own body, knowing he's gonna live, of course, because he has the demon thing.
Yeah, but he looked at him. He said, "I need you to go cut that demon's head off. I can't do it. I'll take care of these guys." And Tanjiro was like, he was like, just fucking get going, bucko. Like, so I think we're definitely getting a lot of character development out of this show, and it's
Yeah.
going to progress moving forward. I'd like turning point ish, not really. It definitely is setting apart some of the characters because all I'm really expecting, and I know most anime watchers are expecting, is just Tanjiro, Genya, and fucking Nezuko to just start clapping some cheeks until they get to the final fight.
Expecting that light
Watch,
show to
yeah,
happen.
watching Mikoto. It's just the Fourth of July
You're
festival.
looking
That's all we're
forward to.
really expecting.
You're looking for the mystery.
You're not looking for nothing else but Mitsuri. No, but I do
Bombastic
appreciate that.
side eye.
I appreciate these anime definitely
The depth.
showing some depth, especially Demon Slayer, showing the depth in the characters, but actually focusing on the
Absolutely.
point of their series, so we can stop just sitting here like, all right, what's next? All right, what's next? So I do appreciate them focusing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think Turning Point. I need to get back to some of those other ones. I need to catch up
The
on.
turning point in my anime career.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to get back on some of those other ones. You know, s- um, what is it? The serving a god in the godless country or a godless world. Definitely need to get back to that. I don't know if I'll go back to um, Summon to a World for a second time. I don't know.
I'll let you know when it
Again,
gets better.
I'm on my One Piece binge right now, but these turning points they're definitely happening for the ones that we like. They're definitely showing us that they're trying to progress the story moving forward, and I appreciate that because as I said in the beginning, any show has the ability to just drop. Any show has the ability to drop. It could be Demon Slayer, it could be fucking Mashal, Magic and Muscle. It could be any one of these shows has the ability to just go boop and just like completely
Hey, I
fall
don't
off the
think
map.
Mashley gonna
So
fall off. Mashley
I
don't fall,
mean,
bro. When he
Harry,
fall,
I
he
mean,
fall on
yes,
purpose, and the whole world
Harry
fall with
Harry
him.
Potter is good.
Hey,
We
hey,
understand.
We'll get back into that, but let's not right now. That'll be a whole another 10-15 minutes.
Where's my hat? You got one. Put it on. Cap. Anyways, I appreciate everybody. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Again, let us know what you think. This is our 1 year anniversary. We are so excited. We appreciate everybody out there, right? Yeah, yes. But we appreciate everybody out there. We're gonna make it another beautiful year. We're gonna bring this around. We're gonna make the army, and we're gonna take over the world. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.